Hello, hello, Unity Outreach. Clarence and Travis.
Hello, homeless outreach.
Unity. Homeless Outreach.
Hello, anybody home?
Travis and Clarence. Outreach.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello,
Anybody home? Unity. I've been working with the homeless population a little over 25 years, working at different institutions like Charity Hospital that went down during Katrina, New Orleans General Hospital. I was a caseworker at the Healthcare for the Homeless, so I've been working with homelessness for quite some time. With the abandoned outreach team, I've been with probably a little over 3 years. And we the only ones that go out in abandoned buildings and do street homelessness at night, looking for the most vulnerable, the most sick of the sick, homeless individuals, families, the elderly, and women and children in abandoned buildings.
Hello, anybody home? Unity, homeless outreach. It's Travis and Clarence. Hello.
Unity.
Anybody home?
Hello. We go out twice a week on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and we work 12-hour shifts from 2 in the afternoon to 2 in the morning. Sometimes we might work maybe 14 hours. Might not leave the streets 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And what we expect to find where people do live in abandoned houses is any blankets, any food items, any books, trash. We might see drug paraphernalia. We do see signs of life where people are squatting, and if they're not there, we'll leave our card. And we'll come right back, maybe the next following day or the next following week. We have abandoned houses throughout all neighborhoods. So a lot of them still demolished from Katrina. This thing probably been like this since the storm. Katrina. It's old stuff in here. Some homeowners have never came back to repair their homes due to financial difficulty. It's like a haven for people that don't have anything, especially homeless people. It's a way for them to live, to be out of harm's way or be out the way from the law, where they can just have a place where they can lay their head down in an abandoned house. When we go out in the daytime, we trying to find areas that we're most comfortable with. Some areas in the city is not really comfortable to go in due to high crime in certain areas. And once we map out certain abandoned houses that we want to check out during the nighttime, we come back in the office and we discuss it as a team. When we go out in abandoned houses, we're real close to one another for as if we see something unfamiliar that we're not comfortable with, then we back off and just come back and try all over again. So the team will decide what neighborhood that we can go into where we think they have a lot of squatting, where people are homeless individuals sleeping at. Been in this neighborhood numerous times, and yes, we'll come back and check this one out. And the one we saw back there, we'll come back here and look at them. we are a very, very close-knit team. And we know what our goals are in trying to achieve, to work with individuals, to make an impact in their lives, to make a difference in their lives, for us housing them first, and then work with them even when they housed, to get them the necessary service such as whether it's food stamps, whether it's health care or mental health services.
Yeah, this is it right here on the corner. You'll probably swing right around behind that truck.
A big house.
All right, Elena.
Yeah, she done fell downstairs.
Yeah, I did. So, seeing what's left of my little shine. Yeah, I got scraped up my knee, my elbow. There's a little bruise on the shoulder.
This is where we stay at, right up here. She's
You better shut up.
Get up here. Come here. Come here.
Shut up.
Come here. Come on.
What now?
We've been here about 2
No, it's been a week.
A week?
Yeah.
Where y'all was sleeping before?
And that while we were in.
We were at the warehouse before that. And when y'all
Before
first come
that,
see
y'all was
us,
somewhere else.
Oh,
Y'all was
under
right
the
down here on
bridge.
the corner.
on the bridge.
Yeah.
right down here on the corner.
Yeah, another abandoned building.
Yeah, it's another abandoned house. We stayed there for a little while. Every time you walk down the street, you see all these abandoned buildings and stuff that they're not letting anybody use, you know, and you got so many homeless people. And you worry about somebody coming in here every night. You know, police coming up here and telling us we got to go, or, you know, running our ID, just harassing us. Any noise, I wake up, I'm up. But, yeah, it's hard to sleep sometimes. It is, you know, I got me a little pipe over here, you know, protection, and the dog. But you don't know who will come up in here, you know.
That's right.
And if it was just me, it wouldn't be that bad. But I got me and my wife, and it's a whole lot harder than a lot of people think it is when you're out here with an old lady. You know, you have to think about more than just yourself.
Yeah, it's supposed to cover other.
She gave us a collar and a, you know, a leash. And
Yeah.
Oh, she loves
bring her
it.
home.
She does that. She's like, oh yeah, it's time for a walk.
I fed her some chickens, so she stays with us now. She,
Oh,
I mean, she won't let nobody come in the room unless it's
No.
us.
That's
yeah,
good, man.
Well, she growled at me and see.
Yeah, my late wife, she passed away, and I walked off and left a good job in a house. And I couldn't stand being there. And I was homeless for a little while before I met her. And I mean, I just couldn't make myself go back to work or do anything right. And I started drinking a lot. And I've slowed down a whole bunch on the drinking, but I'm still in a rut. You know, and now I'm in a situation that it's almost, it seems like it's, you know, nobody wants to give you a chance. I get part-time jobs. When I fly a sign, my sign says, need work, please help. But all everybody wants to do is give you $1 or something.
Or they yell like,
Yeah,
get a job.
Yeah, or get a job, that's what my sign says. I need a job, you know, please help. But it's kind of hard even to get a job. And if you do, you need to hang on to it. You know, a few of my friends out here have got jobs, and they're still homeless, even with a job. So.
Right, it's time.
Check it out.
I want to get y'all out of this situation
Yeah, I remember the person.
so y'all can have a home of your own
the guy
with
that-
your new
the guy
dog.
that got you.
It's my baby girl.
I like
the
that.
lady had no ways to talk to you guys about.
Our
being
present
single.
objective is to house everyone that's living in abandoned houses, abandoned buildings, on the streets, or in abandoned cars, and to get them services that they need to sustain life and to get them back on their feet again. They needed that person to listen to encourage them, to empower them that they can make a difference in their lives.
Before the store.
Is that all right?
But I need to do your paperwork, so I want y'all to come to the office after you leave the health care for the homeless.
Yes, sir.
All right, see you tomorrow.
All right, guys.
God bless y'all.
We'll see you soon.
Same here, man. And that's what I'm talking about. Our job never stops. When we have something to do with a client, hey, we get out there and do it. Whether it's getting him his award letter from Social Security office, getting him a birth card, a birth certificate, ID, and that's one of the main things that a lot of our homeless people need is an ID. And we know where the resources at, we know where to bring them. So, because we're the first person they come in contact with, and when they don't have those type of things, we have to get out there, get in the trenches with them, show them the ropes, get them where they can get that ID so we can move the process as fast as we can. We'll be going into the Treme area, which is called the 6th Ward, where I have a client who is living in an abandoned house, who's been in that house probably about a little over 10 months. This is his 3rd abandoned house in the Treme area, and we need to really find him a decent place to live. Ralph!
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey man, how you doing today?
Oh man,
How you been, man?
okay.
Hey, nice seeing you tonight,
Alright,
man.
man.
Ready for housing?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay then.
Yes, sir.
I saw you with your cans earlier tonight.
Oh yeah, I was getting. It felt like it was no hope for somebody like me, you know, and I hadn't heard about the, you know, the organization, you know, about there was an organization that helped homeless people get houses, but you know, and I said, well, that ain't gonna, something like that won't work for me, you know. And some other guys I know was homeless, and they told me the direction how to get there and give me, you know, some ideas how to get in contact with them, and I called them, you know, and they told me, say it was a process that you had to go through. And I said, well, I'm willing to go through whatever process, you know, if it was able to help get me a house, you know.
You know, he's got his one bed, and all around it he's got trash heaps of empty bottles and food and you know, clothes that may have gotten soaked, clothes that may have been there before, cigarette butts, all that sort of stuff in the building that just sort of gets piled up, and you know, it becomes a place that's sort of a haven for, you know, rats. You know, if he's got to use the bathroom at night, generally it's not outside, so he's in the same spot. And like I said, Ralph's, you know, he's one of our cleaner clients too, you know. And you can see the condition that he lives in. It's poor.
This is where I lay down and sleep. Unfortunately, the window all bust out, mosquitoes come in, but I wrap up my blanket at night, you know, and best I could, you know, and try to fight them off. And when I came in here, most of this was all here, but I managed to get around it. But most of all my clothes here, I pick up out of the dumpsters. So, and I was thankful to have somewhere, you know, like there's a roof over my head, and it's not what, you know, nobody really want, but.
Oh yeah. How long you been here?
Well, I've been here about a little over a year, and so about going on 2 years in this place.
Right. I come here tonight to share some good news.
Yes, sir.
That we'll be going to Hanover to get your voucher for housing.
Wow, that's really good news.
That's right. That's really good news.
Yeah, that's really good news.
So I'm your advocate.
Okay. All right, so like I said, that's really good news. I mean,
It's been a long time, huh?
Yeah, it's been a long time. You know, I can barely believe it's really about to happen. But
It's gonna happen, man.
Yeah, I thank the good Lord, though. I thank you all too. You know, they show your program really works, though. You know, and I'm thankful. You know, but lately I just been trying to picture myself being in a house again, where I can take a good hot bath. You know, and just be able to, you know, to feel like a citizen again. Feel like feel like somebody, like a. You know, and that's my goal, to try to become a productive member of society again, you know, after, you know, so I'm really thankful and great gratitude, you know, to the Unity, you know, organization.
I was glad to see him.
When you drive by that house for the next 5 years over there in Treme, you're always going to think of Ralph. In that
That's
house,
right.
You know, it's nice when Ralph actually gets into his place.
Oh yeah, man.
If you could just sort of lock that place up, man, that's it.
Yeah. And there's many more of Ralphs in the city. some worse than him, some just like him, throughout this city.